Hello everyone, it's Matt Levchenko, and again another video by popular request. I get a lot of questions coming into my office on, great, so I've got people in my contact database, now how do I start sending them communication? So we're going to do that here. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, or where you're usually going to be, is in your contact tab, which is where I clicked in there. And keep in mind here, this is how contacts can be searched, and you'll get all this. Like if you click the advanced search here, you can actually search by lots of different things. So keep that in mind, and the more that you put in for your contacts, the easier it is going to be for you to be able to find them. So notice here you can search by name, and then these three fields here that have drop downs, your statuses, which are lead through trash, type, buyer, seller, agent, investor, etc. And then groups, and groups is custom. You can change, groups by whatever you want. These are groups that I created. The type and status are defaults that are preset by market leader. So, and then you can select those as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a contact, and here's how you create a contact. You hit add a contact. Pretty simple. So the status here is one of the fields that you can look at. When somebody actually registers on your own website, they'll come in as a lead, and then you can change their status based on what you're going to do. So by just putting somebody in, there's active, and then their name. So tester's son, for lack of a better name there. Their time frame, if you know. You can put in there from like A+ buyer seller to A- or B, whatever you use to classify. You can use this as a way of classifying or pre-qualifying. And then what type of lead is this? Is this a buyer only? So somebody came through your open house, it's a buyer for right now. Maybe they're a buyer and a seller. They have a listing and something else. Maybe you met some agents. Maybe you're creating an agent database, trying to build up your downline. Do you have rental properties? Here's renters, or if you're working with investors, or you can even store some of your vendors and have them all in one place. Title companies, inspectors, etc. So that's your opportunity there. Subtype, if you have like a name for them or etc., you can put that in there. Phone number, whatever you want there, and an email address. Just put something there that they'll accept. When you click in there, that'll also give them the e-signature. Here's where you can maybe even referral info. I used to use this, or I use it to track the sources of where my leads came from. If I know if it was a med or a walkthrough from an open house, or did somebody call in off a postcard or a sign call, etc. Or for sale by owners, Craigslist, whatever. You can track your lead sources, and also if you got a referral from another agent, you can track it there as well. I'm not going to go deep into how to create a contact. It's pretty self-explanatory there. You know how to run your business. These two boxes here are really neat because if you're entering in an email, they will not receive any notification from you like an autoresponder unless you click these. And these emails are actually pre-typed out in your on your managing your eEdge website page. When you're on the back end of your eEdge, there's a email settings, and then there's a welcome email, and then a listing alert campaign email. That's where you can change or actually preview the email that's going to go out if you check these boxes. If you leave them unchecked, they won't get anything. So we save the contact. So this is the actual contact screen when you have a contact. Their name will be at the top, and then their information that you put in there is available to you. If you scroll down past some of the other fields, you'll start to notice that there are these additional fields here. The first one is comments. Here's where you can record all the conversations that you've had or anything you can type in whatever. When you hit save, it'll timestamp it and date it and who created it and have the comment there. So if you have this person on a reminder or some other kind of drip campaign, you can go into here and say, oh, last time we talked about their dog, or their kids are going to college now, or whatever. So here's the ability to do that. Emails. This will show you any emails that came from the contact to you into your database, and then any emails that you've sent out. So here's where you can see any kind of communication that they've received from you. So that's that one there. And then reminders. Here's where you can set one-time reminders or recurring reminders. And you can add a new reminder here by date and a specific time. What type of reminder do you want to do? And then you can type it in and then hit save and put that in there. And then so here's the campaigns part that everyone's talking about. Under campaigns, you can open this up to see if there's any campaigns assigned to this person. If you have never created a campaign, then nothing will be underneath this link. But once you have, when I click it, you'll see there's campaigns here that I've created. Now, let's assume that you haven't created any campaigns. So you'll go to campaigns, and let's say this individual I got from like an online lead. My computer and internet connection at the moment is a little slower than I want it to be, so just hang tight with me. Okay, so this next screen that comes up is the campaign manager, I guess, if you will. And what you'll do here, these are campaigns that I've created in the past for different trainings that I've done, etc. I probably need to go in here and delete some of these. You won't see any of these if you've never created one. So what you're going to want to do to begin with is you're going to click Basic Campaign. And then here are the pre-built campaigns by category. So there's buyers, sellers, and sphere. So if this person is a buyer for me, there are two different types of campaigns here. There's an 8x8 buyer and an 8x now, this one's called Now is the Time to Buy, and then Opportunity is Knocking. And I believe the difference between these two is that this one is a hybrid campaign, which allows for emails and or direct mails, and you can choose which one you want to do, whether it's all emails or all direct mail or a combination of the two. And to preview what the campaign elements look like, you just click that link down there and you can scroll through and click into any one of these. This campaign looks like postcards, so you can take a look at those that way. If you wanted to see what the Opportunity is Knocking campaign looks like, and it's an all email campaign, because there are videos in here. So these are pretty neat if you want to create some like multimedia messages, and those will send out that way. Same thing for your sellers. If you've got seller leads, there's 3 different types here. And then your sphere is after you've got METs, after you've gone through your 8x8s, again, according to the lead generation model and the communication model through the MREA, you transfer someone from an 8x8 over to a 33. And so there are 2 different 33 touches here as well. Take your own, take the time to look through these and kind of get yourself familiar with them. So let's assume that I want to keep this individual on this Opportunity is Knocking campaign because I like video, and so it's all email. And guess what? Email is free, and I like to lead with revenue, so we'll keep it that way. You can leave the delivery to be as is. And 8x8 is once a week for the next 8 weeks, and there's a phone call that's built in here that's a reminder. So at the next step, I can add or remove contacts. Now, you can add or remove contacts by either individual name or by groups. And let me see if we can find my person. Okay. Well, this is no good. Obviously, there's an error here. My contacts and groups haven't come across. I was having some issues here with the internet. Let me go back, see if I can fix this. Go back to this. Sometimes, the internet isn't perfect, and sometimes things happen, even to me. So let's see if we can get contacts to come through this time. There they are. Okay. So there's that lead that I put in there. So you can put people in one at a time. And what I did is, I clicked on the lead after I found by their name. I selected them, and then you click this arrow here that says to the right to add them, to put them in. And what it's saying here is, oh, by the way, just in case you forgot, this campaign is only going to cost you, well, it's nothing because it's all email. But if you maybe inadvertently selected a marketing campaign that has a cost, like a hybrid campaign that has mailers, it'll show you the cost per lead or cost per contact that you have in there. You've got to check this box that says you've previewed everything, and then go ahead and add that contact to the campaign. Click. And so there they are, and it's active. So I can save the campaign, or if I want to add groups, you can select a group and bring like a whole slew of people over. I think you're limited to 10,000 people in a group, so I don't think you'll hit that number yet. Maybe soon, but not yet. So go ahead and hit Save Campaign, and then it's going to bring us back to this screen. So let's go back to the contacts, and let's find that contact again. And search by his first name, Mr. Testerson. There we go. I've got a couple tests. So now when I go through the bottom here and take a look at these areas here, so comments, these are the comments from before, it shows here, yes, there's a campaign, the 8x8 campaign. There are 2 activities and 7 emails. I added them today, and the very next delivery is going to be on the 31st, which will be tomorrow. So to remove a campaign, you can either click this X here, or click the box over here and hit Remove Campaigns, or leave it open. And then the groups that we talked about, it's very simple to create a new group. You can just type a group in there, or if you've got groups built in already, then you can just select them there. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is a super fast tutorial on how to add a contact to a campaign, or a group to a campaign. So have fun with that. Press stop, rewind, pause, etc. Watch this video as many times as you want. If you have any additional questions or want to talk about this in a little bit more detail, feel free to call me, email me, reach out to me. We're here for you. All right, guys. Have a super awesome day.